Hello guys, welcome to Yank Chef's Diary, and today we're making rustic bread. It is a simple recipe, but it does take a little bit of time. So if you would like to bake a fresh loaf of bread in the morning, you should make the dough the night before. This recipe is going to give you 2 loaves of bread, so without further ado, let's get started. First of all, add 1 gram of dried yeast into the 780 milliliters of warm water. Now put the yeast water aside, grab 1 kilogram of strong flour and mix it with 20 grams of salt. Now we're going to mix the water and flour together until it's just combined. We're going to cover it up with a damp kitchen cloth and let it rest for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're going to start folding our bread. We're going to do 4 folds every 20 minutes. When folding your dough, your hands has to be wet, so the dough wouldn't stick to your hands. We don't want to use any additional flour because it would result in a tougher bread. Fold the dough from the sides towards the middle. After first fold is done, cover it with a damp kitchen cloth again and let it rest for additional 20 minutes. As I mentioned before, we're going to do 4 folds. With every fold, you're going to notice that the dough is getting smoother and smoother. After the 4th fold, your dough should be silky smooth. At this point, we're going to cover our pot with a cling film, and we're going to leave our dough to proof overnight for around 12 hours. Okay guys, so after 12 hours, your dough should look something like this. As you can see, it's nice and bubbly, it proofed a lot. So now what we have to do is take out our dough on the floured surface. Lightly dust the sides of the dough to make it easier to take it out. Divide it into 2 equal portions. Shape our dough by stretching and pulling. Then we're going to put it into 2 floured bowls to proof for another hour, and then it's time to bake. While the dough is proofing, preheat your oven to 230 degrees Celsius or 450 degrees Fahrenheit. The important thing is to have some sort of tray at the bottom of the oven preheating together with the oven. The reason behind it is that we have to create some sort of a steam when baking bread. So at the same time as we put the bread inside the oven, we're going to pour some boiling water on the hot tray that is already in the oven, and that way we're going to create steam so the dough doesn't build a crust too early, so it can proof a little more before building that beautiful brown crust. Also, with the oven, preheat your baking pan, the one that you're going to bake your bread in. To bake the bread, I'm going to use my cast iron skillet. So after 40 minutes, your bread is done. As soon as we take our first bread out, we're going to put the second one in. Let it cool down. At first it might seem a little tough, but as it cools down, it's going to soften up. As you can see, this bread is not that hard to make. It just takes a little bit of your time and you can have this beautiful homemade rustic bread on your table. So that is it, guys, a beautiful rustic bread. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends and leave a comment below what is your favorite bread and what do you think about this recipe. If you would like to see a written recipe, it's going to be on my blog. The link to that is going to be in the description box below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time with another new recipe.